2013 is winding down, and aptly we should be looking back at some of the things that took place in several firmaments in Nigeria. And we're going to begin by looking at the political scene. Well, the most momentous thing that happened as far as Nigerians are concerned was the move. Well, some people call it a merger, but I wouldn't call it a merger. The move by several stalwarts from the PDP to the APC, swelling the numbers of big guns in the APC. Joining us this morning to look at the political firmament is Mr. Stanley Ogwike, who is a PDP stalwart in Imo State. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
Compliments.
And next to him is Kafilat Ogbara, former governorship candidate, Ogun State, in the last elections. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Compliments.
And on this side is Mr. Habib Aruno, editor, Sunday Independent.
Good morning.
Good to see you again.
Absolutely.
And lastly, we have Mr. Wale Ogwade, who is the president, Voters Awareness Initiative.
Good morning.
Thank you,
of season.
lady and gentlemen, for joining us this morning. Let me begin with someone I consider to be neutral. the journalist.
I don't believe this guy is neutral.
He's supposed to be a journalist. Mr. Aruno, just broadly, just scan from January to where we are now, and tell us what you think about what happened in the political scene.
That's a very big question. Very broad.
Very broad.
Well, this year, there was no protest. Protest did not characterize the start of this year, unlike the previous year, when you had the protest against removal of fuel subsidy.
Occupy Nigeria.
Occupy Nigeria, which the president said was a Lagos affair. There was nothing like that, but Nigerians were full of expectations, and they were thinking that the political space will be more liberalized, and thinking that the politicians will be more responsive and responsive to their wishes and aspirations. But generally, I don't think that was the case. What we saw was the state governors who were always busy on the road, not sitting down in their states to do the business of the people. Absolutely. What we saw was a legislature that was not too up and doing. A legislature that was not, both states and federal. Absolutely. They are not forcing the executive, they are not going to be accountable, to be responsible, and they were largely an appendage of the executive and the legislature. Then we saw the executive too, both
at the federal level?
Both states and federal level. We saw the executive too at the federal level and state level, who to me did not measure up. I did not see a president that demonstrated leadership. I did not see a president that was assertive. I did not see a president of the most populous black country in the world, populous country in Africa. I did not see him showing that leadership, showing that yes, this is Nigeria. Nigeria is a influential part of the community of nations. But basically, events that shape this year, basically in my view, was this issue of merger. As we said, we don't believe it's merger, but it's something like that. Coming together of politicians, of different affiliations, different ideology. What Nigerians should ask is, because these people are busy coming together to fight, in quote, Jonathan. This man must go. He must go in 2015. That is the overriding idea, push behind the alignment and the realignment. What is the benefit of other men on the street? How will it benefit Nigerians? What are they bringing to the table? I think that is a question we must ask. And there's nothing bad in politicians coming together. It happened in Kenya, it happened in Senegal. It happened even in Britain now. The Liberal Democrats are in the same party, in the same coalition with the Tories. It happened in Germany when the Green Party decided to join the SDP to form a government by injecting their philosophy and principles in governance. But how will it work in Nigeria? I don't know.
Now, the issue of ideology, Mr. Ogwade, that he has brought up. He mentioned Germany. Two major parties, two different, very different ideologies. So if you cross from one to the other, it is a major event. It's like your mindset has switched. It's now in the opposite direction. In this country, the issue of ideology has always been discussed. Moving from PDP to APC, many people say that there's no difference. One is just the same as the other. What are your thoughts?
Honestly, the general thought is that indeed the Nigerian political class lacks ideology. You see somebody, PDP this morning, in the afternoon, APC, in the evening, PDM.
PDM.
No ideology. It is not the people that is behind their moves. In Germany, that he just said, Angela Merkel and her colleagues are in the interest of the people. How are they going to make Germany, or the German nation, a stronger nation? How can we boost the economy? But here, it is their pockets. And before he came on air, I was telling my colleague that I crisscross Nigeria on a regular basis. As I'm talking to you now, my friend, when I was coming, I saw a whole lot of traffic going towards the east. And when they get to the axis, bet me in the next few hours now, the news will be there. There is a big gridlock there because midway there is a face me, face you thing on the express. One whole round is collapsed because they are constructing, and I stand to be corrected. Why contract this? We know that the altitude period, people from the east always travel, and provisions must be made that the road will be freer by this time. It's not a patch thing. But Bila, let me leave that one. Maybe we'll have chance to come to that. The issue is that in whose interest are these movements? Because when I was in school in political class, I was taught about interest. Is it national interest? Is it personal interest? Or is it selfish interest? Is it the state interest? Whose interest are they protecting? The ideology is not there. And that's why my fear, even he just abandoned it. I tell you, the PDP guys that are going to APC, they are going to rock the boat. Mark my word. Because they are not charlatans. Those who are going there are not non-entities. They are big guys. A former governor, Amici and his cohorts, these members of the House of Reps and senators. If they go there, will they be onlookers? They want to, particularly in, the legislature in Nigeria is a continuous thing forever. So they will not want to leave the office. They want to go there and grab the tickets. Those who are there, the Yoruba will say, yeah, it is the woman, the housewife, the older woman is in the house. Obviously, she must take turn. The younger woman coming must take turn behind the older one. So, if a new person come to APC, definitely they will not want to. The older ones will not allow. So there will be challenges when we get there. But mine is that it's not yet Uhuru, as we say. It's not yet Uhuru. The Nigerian people must begin to work on their people, on their leaders, to ensure that leaders come up with ideology. The ideology that will take us to the next level. Not all this about pocket and our personal interest. Okay. The way I see it now is about the politics of relevance. Thank you, sir.
So